Konnichiwa. We're looking at part 9 now. We're going to finish sorting the roof texture out, sort out those cranky weird bits that are on the walls, fix the chimney, and then we're probably going to start looking at adding that the gravestone and other fun things. So we just added the texture to the roof, and what I don't want is it to have the same erosion as the bricks. So because now the roof is its own texture, as we can see, there's nothing there, it doesn't give you a number. If it ever says anything 1, 2, 3 or anything, it means there is something else that is sharing that material. So if you change those settings, it will change on the other thing. But because there is no other material using roof, all we need to do is we need this. So what do we need? We need the brick texture, we need the mask, and we need the noise texture. No, we don't need the noise texture. All we need, yeah, we can delete these two. Just press X. We can, no, because we need this for the bump, don't we? Hang on, I've confused myself. Where's that bump? So the bump, yep. Okay, so on the roof, we don't need any of these here, and we don't need any of these here. All we need is the brick texture. If you want to delete something but remain the two items in between it, you want those to remain connected, just select the thing in the middle, press Ctrl X, and they will remain connected. And if you take the factor from the brick again and just plug it back into the height, then we've got our roof tiles. And I think on both of these, I'm going to reduce the mortar size. Let me try out, actually, let's put one in mortar smooth. And then the mortar size, 0.01. I think I'm going to do the same for the brick texture. So I'm going to click in the material properties. I'm going to click the bricks, and I'm going to do the same thing. So mortar smooth to 1, and mortar size to 0.01. Oh no, leave that at 0.02. That looked, I quite like that actually. Oh, that's nice. Alright, lovely. And the roof tiles, click on roof in your materials property. I'm going to increase the scale again to 20, 30. Yeah. And I've just realized I want the tiles to be quite reflective. So I'm going to reduce the roughness, maybe up a bit of metallic. But I don't want the bricks to be so reflective, so I'm going to click on the bricks and I'm going to take that to about 0.8. Yeah, super cool. Okay. Right, let's sort this out. So just click this. I can't remember if we've unwrapped this. So just tab into edit mode, A for all of them, U, Q projection. And then if you select the chimney and you just go into this menu in your shader editor, don't click new, just click bricks. Alright, and as you see, we've put it in and the bricks are smaller on the chimney than anything else. As you remember, we could change the scale on the brick node itself, but we're going to change the house as well. So what we want to do is, lovely friend, the UV editor. So one of your windows needs to be a UV editor. Tab into edit mode, make sure this button, UV sync selection, is selected. And just scale the whole thing down. And just increase the size of those bricks. And if you, again, I might have mentioned this, I think I have. Yeah, I have. To remove the orange so you can just see the material. But that's rolling the mouse wheel, by the way, because I made the window smaller. So to remove the orange outline, just pick that, or Shift Alt Z. So now I can clearly see they're still not the right size, so I'm going to scale it down more. That looks about right, doesn't it? Dude. Okay, I'm going to put that back to my 3D viewport. Here. Oh, we need a texture for the door and the frames. No problem. Let's go back into edit mode. Shift Alt Z to bring my, that is geometry now, is it, or is that, did I solidify that? No, that is geometry. Okay, I'm going to, I can't remember if I applied scale. We're about to find out. Bevel, that works. So just add a bevel in your modifiers panel. Again, take it all the way down to 0. And even though these, well, that's not a clone. Even though these two are clones, they can have their own separate modifiers. So if I add a bevel modifier to this, drag that to 0, bump it up a little with shift, so we get that nice edge. It's not going to have applied to this because it can have separate modifiers. Even though they're clones, they can have separate scales and separate modifiers. You just can't edit them in edit mode. So quick way to do it, select the one that hasn't got the bevel, shift select the one that we just put it on, and then in every modifier you've got this drop down and you've got copy to selected. Do this. And now they both got the bevel. Okay, and because they're mirrored, they've got bevels over here as well, because that's the same thing. Here. Okay, so we were going to add color, weren't we? So let's select all of these. You can unwrap. We need to apply the mirror modifiers. So I'm going to apply that. Oh, and then yeah, if this is, because this is duplicated, sorry, this is a clone of this one. It's the same object in different places on the playing field. If I try to apply the mirror with Control A, you get this message: make object data single user and apply modifier. Just like we did earlier with object, we did mesh object, make single user. You do that here. This is quite a new addition. If you try this in 2.8, 2.9, even 3, I think, this message doesn't appear. It just doesn't work. You're like, why doesn't this work? Well, that's why. So if we click this, that means that now these two are no longer clones. So I can apply it on both. So this one I shall apply the mirror, and this one I shall apply, I already have, yeah, of course. Okay, so now they're separate objects. So if we shift select all of the frames, tab, and then press A, and then U, cube projection, we'll just, with our last couple of minutes, make a very quick material, new, let's select this one, which is the one we put a new material in. We'll just give it a brown color. And I'm not sure we're going to have time to add the wood texture. No, so we'll just change the texture of the windows. So for now, we'll come back in the next part. So tab into edit mode, and we want to select every single one of these faces, which are going to be the windows. So yeah, and because this is no longer a mirror, we're going to need to select all of them. I've gone too far. Let's have a look. Lovely. Let's go over here. Crack that in like. Crack that in like. Lovely jubbly. Move on. Nearly there. And last one right here. Lovely. That's absolutely lovely. Okay, so as usual, material, new. We will make a new one and we'll call it glass. Assign, just down here you can, as well as doing it in the shader editor, you can also access it all here in menus. So base color, just, I don't know, dark blue or something. And then roughness, drag that all the way down, specular all the way up. Did I assign? I think I did. Press tab. Let's have a butcher's. Lovely. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll carry on in the next episode, shall we? Wicked. I'll see you then. Well, no, you'll see me then. Bye.